on.
Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is not your first time here, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is John, and in the fall I'm going to be a freshman at Princeton University.
Hi guys, I'm Serena. I'm a rising sophomore at Yale University.
Hi guys, my name's Raj. I'm a rising sophomore at Cornell University.
So we all went to high school with each other. So today I'm going to be reading Serena and Viraj assumptions about the Ivy League. I pulled my private story and they split up with what they think the Ivy League is like. And basically they are going to react to it. This video is inspired by a collab between Sienna Santer and Katie Tracy, which I will link in the description, so make sure to watch that after you watch this. So yeah, we are just gonna get into it. Number 1, dorms are nice AF.
I can attest to that,
It
actually.
depends. I don't know, there's like old campus where all of the first years usually like reside in, and I didn't live there because I'm in Poly College, and that's like one of the new residential colleges, so it's like super nice. Everything's brand new. The dorms are like massive, common rooms massive, and there's like elevators, which old campus doesn't have, I believe. I wouldn't know because I don't really go there, but yeah, there I've heard some sus things. Like it's really small. I think there were like rats and like a majority of the first years live on old campus, and that's just like, it's pretty small, but it allows you to bond, so that's a good thing.
I think Cornell, I think it's kind of similar. Like, it really depends on where you end up living. I had a townhouse, quick flex, but like it was like where all the athletes live, so they had really spacious like buildings, and it was like you have a massive hall, you have your own kitchen and like your own like bathroom between 4 people, and it's like a 2-story building, so it's really nice. But then like I know others who were stuck in like a forced triple, and that kind of sucks, where it's like the space of a double but then you have 3 people living in it. So I think it really depends on how you look out at like random roommate housing, I guess.
There's a work hard, play hard culture.
Yeah,
I would
say so.
I feel like the biggest difference is like people will prioritize work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they make a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah.
So like on a Friday night, like if they have an assignment due on Monday, like they'll finish that first rather than like go out with friends or something.
Yeah, I mean I have friends that do the opposite.
But like,
we'll do that later, or like, yeah, I'm not feeling work tonight, but yeah, I mean, Raj said it pretty well.
So the students are stuck up, JK, but they usually seem very poised and put together, and Ivy League students are stuck up.
Yeah, not everyone is stuck up, but I definitely feel like there are like those people that are like so full of themselves and like, oh, I'm such a genius, but like they make it clear, they like shove it down everyone else's throats, like that they're so smart and like they're the best and everything. And it's like annoying, but you're gonna get that anywhere, I feel like. But not everyone's like that. I mean, at Yale, for the most part, like I think everyone's pretty humble and kind of just like chill. I don't know. I feel like people always think that like Ivy Leaguers like they're just so smart and they like are like cocky and like they like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They think very highly of themselves, but it's pretty much just like any other school.
mm-hmm.
It's just like you go to an Ivy League. Yeah. I don't know, that's my take on it.
I kind of agree with Serena. I feel like people are really, I feel like they just hold themselves to higher expectations. I think that's like a good way of putting it, just because like I feel like everyone's always achieving to be like the best they can be, and like they come from like the top of their like classes in like high school, so they're already like overachievers to begin with. But I feel like once you put like a bunch of overachievers together, I feel like nobody really, especially at Cornell, like some people need to like kind of still achieve that overachiever status. So like it's like they'll try to go above and beyond, and then.
So it said, my assumption on Ivy League is the same as Gucci. People just go for the name when it's just as good as other colleges, but it's just hella expensive. Maybe it's also because I could never make it. Ah ha ha ha. Then this one says, it's a quote, it's in quotes, you aren't really paying for the actual education so much as the prestige and opportunities provided for you after college because of the school's fame and prestige. And then going to Ivy Leagues end up being more about networking and connections rather than the education received there.
I completely disagree with like.
Okay, yeah. Gucci. Wait, can you, what's that person's name? It's like Bad Baby with her Gucci flip-flops on. Insert song.
Gucci flip-flops, fuck it, hit your bitch in my socks. This a big watch, diamonds dripping off for the clock.
Okay, I feel like the paying for an actual education part is really like not true. When you go to an Ivy League, it's not just the name and prestige, but like also like all the opportunities that come with just being at the school itself. Like I know like other schools that aren't as like research heavy. Like Cornell is very research heavy and like very like STEM based. And I think that's one of the reasons why I chose it, because like the other schools I was looking at really didn't have that many research opportunities, and like I knew I wanted to pursue research there. So like right now, like I'll just give an example. Like I'm doing research in 2 labs, so it's like you can find that delicate balance, whereas like in other schools, like it's a lot harder to like get those opportunities. And like it's like at Cornell, like it's a lot easier for like you to be able to get published. Like I actually did it this year, like summer. So like
wow. Guys, comment down below and just gas the man up.
But yeah, so like I feel like it's just like a lot easier, and like it's like people actually like acknowledge that like students want those opportunities, and like plus it's a lot more diverse in some like in terms of like extracurriculars. I feel like I don't know if a lot of like schools have like five different Indian dance teams, but Cornell does, and like they're all different styles of Indian dance. And I feel like that's like, so like even like while you're at college, like you're not like, and okay, one big thing is like you're actually surprisingly you don't pay as much as you might think. Most people, like I feel like it's like pretty like let's look at Penn State, because we're like local in Pennsylvania, but like if Penn State doesn't give out any aid versus like Ivy Leagues that give out like a bunch of aid, so like it's still like for like a middle class student, like it would turn out to be like the same price almost.
Yeah.
So like you're actually paying a lot for your education versus what you would otherwise.
Where? I'm gonna snatch it.
So like,
Meaty claw.
I just saw your meat. It's right there.
Where?
Go at it. You just, who are we gonna scare? The viewers?
No, I said it's a thick claw.
So like, would you then agree that like the actual instruction, the actual classes are like better and like to a degree at least, like you're paying, like, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of like what I feel like they were saying, like you could get the like exact same like teaching like at another school. Like
I really doubt you could. I feel like
I don't know. I feel like the professors at Yale, they're usually like kind of famous, or like they've achieved a lot in their lifetime, so it's like cool being able to like learn from them and talk to them and stuff like that. But I mean, it's hard for me to say, because like first year classes are usually like big lectures, like you're teaching like intro classes and stuff, and like that kind of stuff is kind of boring, like no offense. But like big lectures, I feel like you could learn the same stuff, like Gen Chem or like bio sequence. Like you could learn that at like a different college, but I don't know. That's just my take on it. But I'm sure like as you kind of take harder classes and like the more like interesting classes, like the smaller classes that are like more in depth, like it's worth it.
I kind of feel like, okay, at least I feel like even like at an intro class level, I feel like the biggest difference is like professors are willing to put in way more effort into like each student than they would at like other schools. So like I'm a pre-med and I have to take Gen Chem my first like 2 semesters, and like my first semester Gen Chem teacher actually remembered all 800 of his students in like the first week. It was crazy. I was like, bro. And then he also like spent like we had prep periods that were optional for like Gen Chem, and like he would go to every single one of them, and I kid you not, there were like 21 like different ones with like 2 hours each, and he would actually go in there and personalize for every student. It was crazy.
Wait, that's so nice.
He also did like this online Gen Chem thing over his summer, and like I'm TAing for him right now because of Corona, so like he started like a virtual thing. So like it's just like a difference of like how much effort professors put into each student, which is what I think makes a difference.
But like on the other assumptions, I would definitely say that like these schools are a lot more than just education, kind of like what you were saying. It's more about like the people you meet. Like there's so many amazing people I've met, like so many friends, and like just like even like TAs and stuff, like they're so helpful and so nice, and they like love to like share their experiences and kind of like guide you in the right direction. And I don't know, it's more about the experience. Just like there's so many opportunities, so many resources, and so many like fun extracurriculars, like you said. Like our high school had like nothing compared to like, I guess that's how every college is, but like there's just like something for everyone, and you really kind of gain a new perspective on life, in my opinion. Like because from where we grew up, like it's like a small town. It's like pretty much, I don't know, our high school is like pretty much white.
Yeah.
So like I never really got to like, I don't know, there weren't that many Asians.
All my friends at Cornell are like most of them are brown.
But like when you go to these schools, like they're so diverse. There's like, it's such a good representation of like the community as a whole.
Yeah.
Did I put that right? But yeah, there's just so much to learn from everyone else, and it's, I don't know, it's pretty amazing.
I feel like also like speaking on the diversity thing, I think it's nice because like they'll also do more initiatives for students to promote diversity. I feel like also like students are more likely to stand up for themselves. I feel like that's a big thing. Like we had like a professor who like kind of made homophobic like tweets. Like everyone like in like who was like a student at Cornell like signed a petition against them. So like it's like very nice that like everyone's willing to stand up for like the right cause.
People are so like supportive for each other and will like really make sure that they get their voice heard for like a lot of issues and stuff, which is cool. But
Super smart kids who definitely aren't antisocial by any means, but proud to spend less time with friends. Not all the kids, because some obviously just have legacy and money.
Like I said earlier, I feel like it's a pretty, there's like just different groups. There's definitely people that are like very wealthy, but like a lot of those people are smart, like very smart, so they deserve to be there, but like there are like very wealthy people there. Smart people, but not antisocial. Yeah, I would say like a lot of people are fit in that category, but there's also like people who like they're just more of an introvert, and that's okay. Like they just love to learn and study, and like there's people that don't really enjoy going out or like being all that social, but I mean that's just their personality, and There's just different people.
From an economical status, it's kind of like a high school. Like you have like a few like really rich people. Then you have like a few like who are on the lower end of the economic spectrum, and a bunch of people that are just like in the middle. At least that's the way it is at Cornell. I feel like most people are pretty well off, but then like for those who aren't, like Cornell does provide a lot of like aid and stuff, so like it like balances out. So like we have like the motto like any person, any study, which is somewhat true, but like I feel like especially like Cornell won't let you like your economic like obstacles like kind of hinder your learning, which is really nice.
I would say that there's a lot more first gen low income students than you think there are. Like a lot of people are on financial aid, and these schools do a really good job at like it's need based, so none of it's merit based, which is nice. So like money is not an issue when it comes to like going to the school. They will make sure that you have the financial needs met to go there. But yeah,
I feel like you can still kind of see like the money gap though. Like, like it's kind of, you can still see it, but like
I feel like you can always see the money gap. Like it's always there.
But that's like the money gap isn't like in terms of like school stuff. It's more like just personal stuff. Like there'll be like a student like riding like an electronic skateboard around campus. There's always like those people, but then that's like really obvious. Like Canada Goose is a big thing.
Oh my gosh. Let me just
That's
tell
the biggest. I just thought of that.
It is cold in New Haven, and when it gets cold, the geese come out. And it's just like a thing. Like I didn't even know what Canada Goose geese were really. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know either until I got there.
They're so expensive. I just like did not know they existed. And then like my friends were like, yeah, like did you see the geese? I'm like, what geese? I'm like looking for a bird. I'm just like, no, like. And they point to like this jacket, and I'm just like, and then like everyone has them.
Exactly. It's like, I feel like it's like clout. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have the Canada Goose symbol. It's like you're like above everyone else, low key.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a meme, kind of.
Y'all are rich, and also y'all have hardly any social lives. Parentheses. Not you, Alex, or Serena, or Viraj. LOL. Just the culture. This is kind of related.
Yeah, definitely false. Y'all, we are not rich. We are poor. We are broke.
This is a great segue. Serena started her own jewelry brand. It is called Wire Jewelry. She's wearing it right now.
I'm wearing this piece. It's dropping tonight, actually, and also this bracelet. It's like this fun little hobby that I turned into a side hustle. Yeah, I should really go check out my jewelry. Follow me at Serena Chang _.
It'll be in the description.
And follow me at Wire Jewelry. That's WYRE.
It'll be linked in the description.
Yeah, but support your girl because I'm broke. We're all broke. It's okay.
So yeah, that was the point. That we're not all rich.
We're not rich.
Students are attractive and have good style.
Probably not. No offense.
Well, like all ugly.
No, not every. Okay, I feel like
there are beautiful people at these schools, but just like I don't want to be mean. But Yale men could just like be a little more attractive. The women are beautiful. Oh my god, like everyone is gorgeous. Like
you gotta hype yourself
10 out of 10. Okay, I'm an exception. But like, I don't know. I just feel like the guys aren't that cute. I don't know.
I feel like there's always people who are like really well dressed, but then there's also people who look like they just got out of bed.
Probably because I did, and that's okay.
Exactly. But I feel like some people just like care less about like the way they look, and then like more about like what they're doing in class, and then like other people's like opinions on like their looks matter more to them.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like honestly like a lot of different types of people. And the cool thing is people know how to dress in cultural.
That's true.
It's really fire. Like
Yeah, it
everyone.
really is.
Yeah, I think that's
So cool. But yeah, I would say like this is just at any college in general, but like once you get to college, you don't really care as much about like what you wear.
Mhm.
You kind of just, you're probably late and like you're like skipping breakfast, you're like running to class, you're just wearing what you have. It doesn't matter. You just want to get there. If you make it, that's all that matters.
Like, I feel like low key, like in high school, you're seeing the same people every single day, right?
Yeah.
Like in classes, so like it's like it actually kind of matters. But then like in like college, like you're never guaranteed of like meeting someone every day. So like
Yeah.
unless you have like someone you're looking to forward to dressing up for, like
That special someone.
but like otherwise, I feel like it's just like once you get like that friend group, you really just don't care about like what other
Yeah.
people think.
Which is cool. Very lax.
Think they're smarter, more qualified than anyone else.
Always something.
Negative.
Okay, so I feel like we're gonna spiral into this topic, but like at these schools there's something called imposter syndrome, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but like basically it's usually people that like were like pretty like successful in high school and like they go to these schools and then they're surrounded by people who are like really amazing and intelligent as well, and then they just start to doubt themselves. They're like, oh, I don't belong here, like I'm not good enough, I'm not smart, like, and they just kind of forget everything they've accomplished in life and they just, I don't know, it's pretty sad.
I feel
I mean,
like
I've definitely felt that.
Me too.
It's definitely a struggle, but I feel like everyone's feeling the same way. It's just like not really brought up that much. I don't know.
I feel
What do you
like-
think?
I feel like the first semester especially, you have a lot of imposter syndrome, but then like it gets better over time because then you realize like everyone feels it, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. But like then again, I feel like Yale is like a very like genuine and collaborative community, so we're not as competitive as the other Ivy Leagues, but
The social scene can be pretty cliquey and exclusionary, and then there's a culture of elitism that can make students from certain backgrounds feel othered.
I feel like the elitism could come in like, okay, I know there's like a lot of like colleges, like I feel like there's always like the frat and sorority elite like situation where like people of certain like backgrounds and like ethnicities and are like kind of like admitted less often than others. But I feel like that's also an issue in like other colleges as well. But like I feel like people are really cliquey in terms of social stuff, not as much as academic stuff, because everyone acknowledges like everyone has something to bring to the table. Social stuff maybe just because like like any social place is kind of gonna be cliquey, like you know, like you have like the people who party a lot, but then like the other people who are like a lot chiller, and like people who like prefer to like play a certain sport instead, you know, stuff like that. But like I feel like it balances out.
yeah, I feel like you're always gonna have like, I don't know, it's hard to like judge what is a clique and what isn't, just because like you're gonna have your own friend group kind of thing, but I feel like people are like pretty welcoming. Yeah, I don't know, I guess there are cliques, like you're saying, like the people that are in frats or sororities, and then like the athletes, and then like, I don't know, but there's like so many spaces on campus where you can find your people, and like there's something for everyone, as I mentioned before, so it's kind of like what you make out of it. If you put in enough effort, like you're bound to like find your group.
Administration cares more about appeasing wealthy donors than students.
Yeah, like Yale like really loves money. For instance, like tuition is not reduced. Well, unless they like change it, but like as of right now, like it's not reduced, and like they have such a large endowment. They're not going to use it during this global pandemic. I'm just like, what? But
Same.
yeah, I don't know. I definitely would say they made questionable like choices based on like the accumulation of wealth, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the same for you.
I feel like it's a bit different for Cornell just because it's so heavily research based that like most of the money they get is from like research and like stuff like that. And like the donor money usually goes back to the students in terms of like aids and like club fundings and stuff like that. I feel like, I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I feel like is the case. So I feel like if they do want a lot more like donations, I feel like it's beneficial for the students in the end.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, yeah, I'm sure that like a lot of that money does go towards like bettering the student population. So I really do love Yale, guys. Like, it's such an amazing school. I was just trying to give it to you like straight, but you should definitely come to Yale. And if you ever have any questions or anything, you can always hit me up.
same without Cornell. Come to Cornell.
Come to Princeton because we're #1. But anyway.
You know what they say about
Guys, just know wherever you end up going, you'll do fine.
Yeah, in summary, where you go to college is not the biggest indicator of whether or not you will be successful in life.
you will do just fine wherever you end up.
Exactly.
And as long as you try your best, it'll all work out.
So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I will link both of their socials in the description. With Serena's channel and Serena's clothes or Serena's jewelry brand. So yeah.
Please buy my stuff on Brand.
Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and goodbye.
Bye. Hey guys, John's not here right now, but what did you say?
I just wanted to say that
He's coming back.
he's coming back, but wait.
Okay.
Keep thinking that that's an ice cream truck.
I wish it were.
This kid's what a Yale education gets you.
Like, subscribe, post notifications on,
Comment.
follow him, follow us.
Anyways.